Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Preet, and today's video is something that's really interesting. Different ways that I have moved on from different people. Before I start with anything, I want to give you a quick introduction. Not gonna take much time. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel. If you like it, consider subscribing because that would make my day. Okay, so there are a few things that I want to clarify before I start this video. There are a lot of different things. You don't just move on from romantic relationships. You can move on from your family, you can move on from your friendships, and there are a lot of things that you can move on from. So everybody is moving on from different things, so this is not specific to romantic relationships, because tomorrow you can't tell me that, oh my god, you moved on from 10 guys. I don't, and I'm just 19, so I don't have that much baggage in my romantic life. The whole point of this video is to inspire you, maybe think of a new way that you can finally move on from a person, and to give you new ways that you could try that could actually help you. And I've compiled this list with my friends' experiences, with people I know who have told me their experiences. So it's not just my personal experience. I've just people I know, people I used to know, my friends, and a lot of people in my life whose experience I've compiled in this video. So let's start without much ado. So the first step obviously is acceptance. That's the most important step, I feel, because without acceptance you cannot really move on from anything. So acceptance is the key, but that's the point. Acceptance is not easy. It's a difficult step. So these are just things that could help get more acceptance. So some are good, some are okay, but here are a few. Okay, the first one is making a playlist. Oh my god, because listening to relatable songs makes you feel understood and makes you accept the situation. Making a playlist of songs that are related to the situation, that make you feel that situation. Make a playlist, sing to it and jam to it, dancing, singing, jamming to that playlist. My god, I've done this so many times. Recently only I had done this, where I made a playlist of few songs. It was like 3-4 songs honestly, and I put it on my headphones and I was doing some work and I was screaming. Okay, like not screaming, I was like dancing and feeling that song. Okay, and I was crying also at the same time. So yeah, but that really helped me. That I genuinely feel that was the moment that healed a lot for me. So I feel definitely this is something you need to give it a try. Make a playlist, listen to it and just feel it, dance it out, just feel and groove to that playlist. It also makes you feel that you're not alone in this, that somebody somewhere has gone through it, and I can guarantee that there's a song that matches your situation really well. The second is a closure letter. I know this is like a deep one for some people, and some people don't prefer to do this, but it works. Okay. Oh my god, I think I got over a very big thing that was like a very big part of my life like this, and I just wrote, and this person had been in my life for years and years. So it was really difficult for me to accept that it wasn't healthy for me to be in that situation. Is that I wrote a last letter to that person, that after this I'm not going to write you in my diary. I'm also a person who journals, so this helps, that write a last letter to that person and don't mention that person again in your diary, and to say everything and anything that you wanted to give to this person. Just basically giving closure to yourself, because we are divas who don't wait for the other person to give us the permission to move on. We don't need to get closure from them. You can give closure to yourself, and this is a very good way to give yourself the closure. Write them a letter that completes everything. Don't send it, okay? That just reopens the whole loop. You don't have to send it. This is just that you have written this down and it's done and dusted, and you can finally move on in your life. It's very calming, it's very soothing, but it can be very heavy, and I just at times cannot bring myself to do it. Like there have been times where it's just been like, it's just too much work, I can't do it. Okay, so that can happen. So it is a heavy activity, but it does work a lot, because whenever I've tried it, it's worked. One of my friends also used to do this, honestly, where she used to write a closure letter, but hers was a different version. She used to write a letter and she used to burn it away, like legit burn it with a candle kind of thing, like a picture to burn kind of scene, where she burned the letter away, and that just gave her a lot of peace, honestly. So that is a way. Okay, that's like a thing you can try. Honestly, I've not tried personally because I like to keep that memory that I've written something. I would never be able to burn my diaries or anything I've written. But she was really helpful with it, because she's like, this, I'm burning away this chapter of my life, and it's just whatever this chapter was, it's gone now and I can move on. So that was her understanding of it, and she used to do this. I was very awestruck, and it was really useful for her. Third one is crying in the shower, crying in the bed, taking just a day out and just crying it out. I know a lot of people recommend this also. I feel that, you should just cry it out. Honestly, I would not recommend it because it makes your head hurt, honestly, a lot. But it does heal. I mean, it does heal. You can just cry in the shower. You know what, I've done this a lot of times where I've put on a shower and I've just let myself cry. And a hot shower, crying under a hot shower can be really healing and soothing at times. And there's no shame in crying, okay? We are not there, we're not doing that, we're not shaming ourselves for crying. It's just that my head hurts the next day, and I don't like that. It gives me a really bad headache. I feel there are better ways to heal. I mean, this is an okayish way. There are better ways out there, so go for that. Fourth, okay, this is not really a way, but I know people sometimes say that if you've really moved on, delete all the things and delete all the photos and throw away all the things. I do not believe in that. I generally do not believe in that. I won't ever delete pictures, or I won't ever delete I won't ever throw things away that I've gotten from that person or from anybody. But again, I'm 19, so I'm still young, so I don't think so I personally can do that, because I personally feel that whatever person has come into my life has taught me and made me who I am today. And every experience for me is beautiful because I learned something from it. Even if it was a bad experience, I am who I am because of those experiences and because of those moments and whatnot. So that's just my understanding of it. So I do not really believe in it. This is not really a way. I'm just saying that you don't have to do that. It's okay if you don't want to throw away and their things, or you don't want to delete all the pictures. Sometimes you can cherish it as a memory and accept that it's a memory. You can cherish that moment, and there's peace in that. Honestly, for me, that I had that moment with me, I have that experience with me, it's okay, and I can move on from there. I don't know, it gives me peace. It makes no sense, I think, but yeah. Okay, fifth one, I wanted to give you a weirdest way that I've moved on from a person. No, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so I got over a person watching a series. Okay, so there was this character, not quite the main character, but like a side character who looked exactly like the person I was trying to move on from. I could not stop thinking about this person, okay, honestly. And I was watching a series, and in that series there comes a new character. It looked exactly like the person I could not stop thinking about, and I was like, no way, no way. But I don't know, watching that character's development and watching that series, I'm gonna tell you the series. It was Shadowhunters. I don't know, I think the longing just went away, or the desire to see that person again and again went away. I don't know what happened, but I don't know, it's a weird way. What I'm trying to say is that it does not have to make sense for anybody except you for it to work. If it makes sense to you, go for it. Okay, this one is the most controversial way, I think, and I think a lot of people do say this, is to get with another person. You have a very severe crush on a person, so you get if you want to get over it, you get a crush on another person but with a little less intensity, and then you get over that person. So if once you get the second crush, you get over the first one, and since that crush, the second crush, is on a little less intensity, it's easier to move on. I told you, it's a controversial thing, that it's basically, if you want to get over a guy, you get with another guy. If you want to get over a crush, you get a crush on another person, but with a little less intensity, otherwise you are in the loop. I feel what I would say is, it's the easiest way to get over a person. It does work, but I feel it's unhealthy. I genuinely feel that it's unhealthy, and it's not the correct way to get over a person, because you're basically replacing it, and you have to taper it down, like you have to reduce the intensity. But I just feel that it's not a healthy way of doing it. It's an unhealthy thing, and but it does work. And I did get over a crush like that, and it's not, my first crush, honestly, my first huge big crush that I had, I got over it by doing this. I just feel how it works is that, it basically opens your eyes that you were romanticizing a person. When you meet another person, you stop romanticizing the first person, and it can be like eye-opening kind of thing when you are like, I think it works really well when you are like making friends. Instead of replacing, you can start meeting new people. Okay, I'll come to that. That's a point I had. I'll explain you there. But yeah, there's a healthier way of doing this. I just feel because it's basically this works in my head. Okay, I'm not trying to shame anybody, I'm not trying to put anybody on this way down, because I've seen people jump from one guy to the other so they don't have to get over a single guy. It's easy and convenient, but what I feel is that you have to get comfortable with yourself, just you alone. I think that this method stops you from doing that. I feel instead just get comfortable by just being with yourself and just heal. This is a way that I think really works. It recently worked for me. It's basically making a list of what you want. Okay, let's take a friendship. Okay, what do you want in a friendship, or even if it's a romantic partner, what do you want? Make a list of what you would like to have or what you would want, and then comparing and seeing a stark contrast with how this person is not really what you really want. Seeing that contrast really can be eye-opening, and you're like, damn, I'm settling, girl, kind of thing. Just make a list of things that you want in whatever relationship, and you can compare it with this person that you're trying to move on, and you'll see a stark contrast and see how far away from your standards does this person really stand. And it just can be eye-opening. I don't know if this made sense. It's basically you writing that, okay, what my idea is and what I really want in my relationships and what I consider are important things, and you compare it with this person, and you'll find that for me, I found out that this person does not fit in that at all. And I was like, damn, like, okay, for example, if loyalty is something that is really important to you and this person does not really consider a loyalty that big of a deal, you can see how stark contrast this is, and that just gives you that just removes your romantic filter. Like, sometimes you just romanticize people, okay, that this person is so great, he's perfect for me, so this just removes that romantic filter, and you're like, damn, no. Okay, we are on 8th number, which is crazy. 8 out of 10. If you watched it now, I love you. The 8th way is something, I don't know if you like to read. I don't think so you need to be a person who just reads book or who likes to read books. I think any person who can read can use this. Is read a book like this. Reading a book can be very healing, I feel, and is the easiest way that you can move on, because it makes you feel understood. Okay, especially books like this is my favorite book. It's my favorite book because it was like a light in a very dark time of my life. I really love this book. It's called The Strength in Our Scars by Bianca. It's a very beautiful book. It's basically what I'm talking about is such books have like these quotes written, like not quotes but like just small paragraphs. It's not a continuous guide kind of book. Like, it's not like, does not follow any pattern. These are just random pages and quotes that you can read. You can open it from between or you can read it. Like, I think when I picked up this book, I cried a lot reading this book. Okay, I cried like insane reading this book, and it was like, it was hitting me. Okay, it can get too real at times. Like, damn, it can get too real at times. But by the time I had finished this book, I felt like I had finally accepted everything, and I was so healed. Okay, so yeah, so basically I read this full book. When I started, I was in a very bad condition, and by the time I completed this, I felt that I was healed. And I'm not saying that it was just this book, there was other factors as well, but reading the book like this, this is another book. I'm not saying I'm not recommending this book. I'm just saying it's a good book, by the way. It's a good book, but for overthinkers. Again, it's like that only, such piece like just quotes. This is a very good book. Again, it's a similar kind of book. This is the kind of book I'm talking about. reading a book like that can be really healing, I feel. Okay, like, and if you haven't given this a try, I genuinely feel you should. Okay, so the ninth way is basically trying new experiences or meeting new people you want. Okay, this is something I want to specify. Are trying new experiences that you genuinely wanted to try before, or you want to try. Okay, it's something you want. Okay, honestly, meeting new people, new friends can really broaden your perspective of things. You can see that, you know, there are so many different types of people and there are so many other people in the world, and you know, meeting new friends and new people can really broaden your perspective. It can make you show you that there are so many more people in the world. There are so many people who think and are like you, and you are capable of meeting different people. And it also shows you that, you know, the world is bigger than that one single person that you're trying to move on from. So yeah, meeting new people or trying new experiences that you want is also a very beautiful way. It's something I love doing, is just try new things. It will broaden your perspective. It will show you that your life is so much bigger and the world is so much bigger, and it just broadens your perspective. Okay, the last one, the 10th one that I want to say is repeating the events, like recapping the events. Basically, you know, you can recap whatever happened, you know, just talk about it with a friend, you know, a trusted person, you know, trusted person. You can talk about it with a trusted person who's just ready to listen. Just, you don't want really an opinion here, you just want to accept it. Sometimes talking about it can be really nice. So maybe talking to a person who's not ready to judge you or like give their own commentary, is just ready to listen to you. Or you know what, you don't really need a person also for this. You can just listen to, or you can just record a voice note, or you can journal. Okay, write it down basically, or journal. I know a lot of people hate doing that. Sometimes me too. Okay, honestly, sometimes me too. Okay, writing about it can get very exhausting, so you can just record it in a voice note. Okay, just recapping, basically that is what the whole thing is, that you go through whatever happened, so it gives you a lot of acceptance. I think this is a beautiful and the easiest way to accept things, that you know, you are recapping whatever happened, so now it makes sense in your head and you can be at peace with it, because now you are accepting, okay, this happened, and you know, just it's a beautiful way to accept it. So journaling, I think journaling is also a way that you can remember if you want to. I know I am a little like that, who wants to remember things, but you can just record a voice note or talk to a person. Okay, so just processing it, basically, you know, I am a person who processes it out loud, so I love to process while I'm talking, so that's a thing. So just recap the events, that can give you a lot of acceptance, and you can finally give it a rest and move the hell on. That's basically it for the video. I just want to say that it's okay, it's going to be okay, girl. Yeah, no matter what it is, no matter how difficult it seems right now, it's going to be okay. I just want you to keep reminding yourself that it's okay. If it takes you a longer time, it's okay. If it's not taking a long time, it's still okay. If it's affecting you a lot, it's still okay. It is going to be okay. So I just wanted to remind you that. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, because that really motivates me to bring you new videos. Also, if you like this video, consider commenting, because you know, each comment, you know, honestly, when I get a notification of a comment and I'm like, wow, and somebody took the time to comment on this video. So like, share, comment and subscribe. That would really motivate me and would really help me. So why not, just please. I guess that's all for the video. You know I love you, right?